Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the BYU Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Looking for room at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's Hoover. He fires a bullet to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Still looking on the move. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there's a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, Guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
To the air, it's Hoover. Swings it out to his running back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, TCU! Fit it in the window for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to go up top on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Certainly not the greatest of kicks there, and they'll down it inside their own 40. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the air, it's Hillstead. It's complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Roberts. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Hagan. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Just keep slinging it. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Cougars want to move quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Bachmeier. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Looking for the 4th down conversion, BYU comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Looking deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possession.
Turning it on! Zone. Touchdown, Cougars! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. It's caught. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll go to the toss. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Payne. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass. It's Hillstead. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Buckmeyer. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They just keep firing. The sure hands, it's Hagan.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, you can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Makes the grab, it's Martin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is, the offense will walk it back. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the gun, give on the inside. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hagan. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it to the back on the draw. He works it inside the 20-yard line down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down. Now a decision to be made. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 18 to Arizona State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, BYU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive game and a positive play for this offense.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Has to get there to move the stick. Oh, he's got some space. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was fourth down and they'll give up the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
14.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
They'll run it on third and goal. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll send out the kicker here. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Martin. At the 45 on his way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, BYU! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
34, BYU 21.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Pulls and fires complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Hunt is on its way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Intercepted, the defense has set him up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's McAllister. There he goes.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.